Well, looks like they've got old Dr. Gero on the run this time. Hey guys, DB Right here, and today I am continuing with What If Zarbon Turned Good? I believe this is part 5? I'm pretty sure it's part 5. Anyways, continuing right where we left off, with Dr. Gero managing to give the Dragon Team the slip, thanks to him taking advantage of Bulma's plane being in the area. He shoots at it and runs off like in the original. And well, Zarbon giving pretty much all the members of the Dragon Team a big lecture on why when he tells you not to interfere, it's a good idea to listen to him. And well, Zarbon is off immediately in pursuit of Dr. Gero. Vegeta, of course, is heading off as well, and everyone else flies off, and Bulma gets learns the realization that Future Trunks is her son from the future, and that whole thing. And Gohan is sent basically to give her Yajirobe and the baby a lift home. Well, everyone else goes to settle this matter, and Zarbon already has a bit of a plan on how he could quickly catch up to Gero and put an end to this. And, well, because of all the rainforest and terrain and woods, and the fact that Dr. Gero is trying to escape on foot, he's got all that terrain and stuff to hide from. Well, Zarbon is going to use a bit of a tactic that he hasn't used since his days in the Freeza Force. He powers up a ki blast and immediately fires it at the terrain, obliterating the whole thing. Yes, that beautiful forest, the mountain range is pretty much gone, and pretty much to unfortunately any wildlife that was around. Hey, remember, this is a former Frieza henchman, and even though he is fighting on the good guy's side, he still has a lot to learn about being a good. After all, you can't have a character just do a 180 turn. Oh, I'm 150% good guy now. No, it's got to happen over time. And sometimes Zarbon's going to slip up and do something without really thinking of the consequences. And well, naturally, the rest of the Dragon Team can sense what has just happened. And let's just say, especially the likes of Piccolo, is really angry at Zarbon and this tactic. You know, it's just unbecoming. I should have known. Once a monster, still a monster. I guess that doesn't say that much to him. But yeah, you could definitely picture someone like Tien going, "That monster! Zarbon, how could you?" Would we expect any less from Prince Vegeta? Now, because he blew up the terrain, he wasn't aiming at Dr. Gero or anything directly. Gero survived the blast and wasn't able to absorb any of it, luckily. But Zarbon has cleared the terrain, and he is a straight line for Dr. Gero, and he is straight up going in for the attack and wailing on him. And Dr. Gero could barely fight back. I mean, after all, he's already lost an arm, thanks to having to fight with Piccolo earlier on. And essentially, Zarbon is beating him to the point that Gero is literally begging him for mercy. And well, since Zarbon is basically an expert at interrogation, he tells Gero he will spare him if he tells him where his lab is. And Gero is forced to give out the location, and the coordinates actually does so. Remember, Gero is ultimately a self-preservation type of character. He cares about his own survival. And Zarbon was definitely clearly going to kill him if he didn't say it, so if you figured Gero would rather die than tell him the location, think again. Gero is ultimately a coward. And, well, after he gets the coordinates from Dr. Gero, Zarbon just kills Gero off the spot, and as soon as the rest eventually catch up with him, and Tied's grabbing Zarbon by the armor and gives him a punch. You didn't have to level the forest! Actually, I did. I understand what I did was bad, but it was a necessary evil. If those androids are half the threat that the future boy here claims they are, then this world will be done for anyway. I think one forest for the whole world was a perfect trade. Zarbon making it a numbers game, and well, you've killed Dr. Gero, and now we have no idea where the androids are. Don't worry, I made him sing before I ended his miserable life. You will find him at these coordinates. And with that, they all pretty much fly there together, and pretty much enter the lab to find Android 17 and 18 have not even been activated yet. And now, well, Bulma is actually thinking, well, Bulma's not with him. It's basically, no, Bulma is not with him. Right. So basically, Vegeta pretty much, and Zarbon pretty much up to power up and destroy the lab, and pretty much everyone's getting out of dodge from the fireworks, and Gero's lab is pretty much blown to Kingdom Come. And with that, they think the job is well done, and they pretty much fly off and leave it. It's reduced to rubble. However, remember, the energy from androids cannot be sensed. That little disturbance actually woke 17 and 18 up. They've woken up to find the lab completely destroyed, and they've managed to, like, they've woken up, and Android 16's pod still actually intact, finding it and opening him. And since 16 wants to go ahead and kill Goku, well, 17 and 18 are pretty much off to go kill Goku, but worst yet, no one is aware that the androids are up. Luckily for Goku, Android 17 is still insisting that they steal a car and drive there, wanting to have a bit of fun. And I think this would be a pretty good spot to actually leave it for the time being. So what do you guys think? Did you enjoy this story? How are things gonna go with the androids being awake and the good guys not even knowing about it? Will this give a certain bug ban a certain advantage? And if the androids are eventually discovered, how are they going to be discovered? All this and more next time as we continue with what if Zarbon turned good? Could Zarbon and Vegeta's recklessness in blowing up the lab have, well, doomed them all? All this and more next time. Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.